That's a problem I didn't think of. What's up? So I did originally, this video was going to be my platform camping bed I was going to build in the back, but the first thing I had to do is get rid of one of the seats. So I decided to turn this video into a tutorial on how to get rid of one of the seats in your 2001 Dodge Durango. You can get rid of two seats, but watching this video you'll understand why I highly recommend leaving the middle seat in. So let's get started. So basically one of the first things I got to do is I got to cut out one of these seats, because remove those two so I can put my cooler there and have my bed platform over top. The problem is there's a bar here that goes through all three seats. So the only way to take them out normally is by taking all three seats out, and I don't want to do that. So I have to cut this bar here, and if I cut this bar here, I can leave this seat in and take those two out. That way I have a third seat if I need it. Well, it's been hard going, but I'm getting there. You can kind of hard to see, but I'm getting there. The problem I'm having now is the seatbelt's in my way. So I'm going to try and take this bolt out, and hopefully I can move the seatbelt out of my way like that or something. I don't have a ratchet, of course, so all I have is basically a breaker bar, but that's what I'm going to have to use to get it out. Okay, so after a struggle, that bolt was in there mega tight, but I got it out. After I'm done, I'm going to screw it back in, just so you never lose the bolts. And look at that, the seatbelt out of my way. Success! Success! Ew. Earplugs. Alright, now back to cutting. I suggest getting a brand new blade when you're going to do this, because you're working in such a tight area. You're just going to wear the teeth that you do have down. Like, this should be done, but I'm using like the world's dullest blade. Well, good news, I got through. The bad news is, if you can focus on there, I got the saws underneath and I can't get it back out. So the saw's staying there till I unbolt the rest of the seats. So now, to get these seats out, once you've flipped this and folded them forward, there's a red tab right there, you can see it. You pull that up, seat flips forward, you find garbage. Now I have to take out that bolt, and that bolt, and it should come out. I did have this out once before, so it should be a little bit looser. It's a different size bolt, so I'm going to start on this one. And yeah, let's crank it out. Okay, I got that one out. This bolt seems to be stuck in there, so I might just have to keep it like that till I put the seat back in, if I ever do. But now I got to switch to a smaller one and start working on these two. Alright, so those two came out easy because, like I said, I had already taken when I thought I could just undo some bolts and pop the seats out, but that didn't work, so that's why I put the screws back, or bolts back in. Waited till I wanted to cut that apart so that I could do my thing. Hair hanging everywhere. But yeah, so now it should be loose. Yep. So now I should be able to pull it right out. Pretty heavy. You might want a hand when you do it, unless you're strong like me. But then this one will go back down. Oh, wait a second. How do I clip that down with that out of there? Oh, that's a problem I didn't think of. Because that's the back clips down. Uh-oh. Let me see. Okay, so I learned something new. The middle seat has these brackets attached to it. So the middle seat either has to stay in, or you have to do some sort of retrofitting to get this, because the seat locks into that. So if you don't have that, your seat won't lock in, and that's not very safe. So what I'm going to do is I did take some measurements, and I'm going to see if my cooler will fit with one seat taken out, and then I might put these back in. So I'm going to check that out. And another thing I just realized, if you keep the middle seat out, you don't have anywhere to do the seatbelt up. Your seatbelt comes around, but there's nowhere to do it. So the middle seat pretty much needs to stay in unless you're going to do some cutting and welding and manufacturing. So I'm going to probably put the middle seat back in with the other one and see if I have enough room, because I just want to put my cooler here. I wanted the cooler on the driver's side because, you know, I'm in the driver's side, get up, hop around. But if I have to put it on the passenger, it's not the end of the world. So I'm going to measure and see if that'll fit. And if it does, I'm going to take this seat out. And I'm going to put the other seat plus the middle back in. That way. And I mean, in reality, that way I'll have 4 seats in my vehicle instead of just 3. But yeah, so don't do it. I did pay attention because, yeah, it worked out okay though because I made one cut. The only thing I did is I took out those seats when I didn't need to, but put them back in. Gives me a good chance to give it a vacuum and a clean. So just so you know the sizes, these 2 back ones, which you really shouldn't take out if you're doing what I'm doing, I accidentally did, but they are 15 millimeter. And then the ones that hold the seats in are 13 millimeter. So once you got those out, the camera falls. Once you got those out, the seat will come right out. Just like so. Like I said, perfect time to give it a clean and a vacuum, which is what I'm going to do now. Alright, as you can see, vacuumed it up. It's not spotless because I don't really care, but you might as well give it a vacuum while you have the seats out. Now, like I said, so you never worry about losing them, I'm just going to put these all back in. I'm going to tighten them down. I just don't really think you guys need to watch that part, do you? Except for this one, you got to wait till you put the other seat belt in. Well, the other seat and seat belt. So, if you do screw up and you're a dummy like me, it's pretty easy to put it back in. Flip it up, match the holes up with the previous ones, and get everything started. It's always a good idea to get everything started before you crank it down. Same with this one. Bit of a tight squeeze. As long as you get started just a little bit, you're good. And then this one, obviously the thing's stuck to it, so I gotta put her in like that. So you have your seatbelt. Alright, I'm gonna tighten those down. Everything's tightened, back in place. Let's see if the seat works properly. Yep, sure does. So now over on this side, we just gotta put the seatbelt bolt back in. Then everything will be nice and safe. Back to how it was, just minus 1 chair. Which is, I wanted to get rid of the middle, but getting rid of the middle is way too much work, and it's an absolute nightmare. So you'd have to weld this bracket in, or I don't know what you would do. I guess you could cut it and just bolt this bracket down, but not ideal. And there we go, 2 seats, 1 seat gone. I'm just gonna grab my, I'm gonna tighten those down, just so that they're tightened down. Then I'm gonna grab my cooler and see if it fits, because that was the whole point of this. So it does fit, lots of room. I'm probably gonna build some sort of a stand or a shelf in there maybe to hold it secure, and then I can also store other stuff in there. I'm gonna build, that's the mattress, the trifold. I'm gonna build a platform that kind of rests on here and then goes straight out like that, so that I can build storage drawers in the back. So that's kind of my plan. A little bit shoddy, not the greatest tutorial video there, but that is how you can get rid of one of the back seats anyway. I don't recommend trying to get rid of both, but one it works. There's going to be another video down the road here showing my designing and building my platform bed in the back. So if you want to see more stuff about the 01 Durango and camping and outdoors adventure, make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.